Hi, my name is Matthew Adam, and I'm a student at JCU University studying my Masters in Data Science. I currently work at Asahi Heathwood as a Systems Coordinator. I've been tasked to do a critical review of a dashboard. The dashboard can be found on a public library on Tableau Public. The source of content is from the CDC, Center for Disease Control and Prevention. It's a national health protection agency. CMS is the Center of Medical and Medicaid Services. KFF, Kaiser's Family Foundation, is a non-profit organization that does analytics on its own policies in America healthcare. It has a special role that is in the place where there's a lot of people who've got vested interests in, so it can be quite very biased towards things. And the WHO, the World Health Organization. References were used to conduct research into the dashboard and how it was set up and designed. These resources, this reference page will be posted in the submission as well. The review of the dashboard. The intention of the dashboard is to give Medicare and Medicaid billing and payment information based on healthcare indicators and provide types. It also breaks it up into the spending category. This is important as Medicare and Medicaid is not for all Americans, and choosing the right state could assist you in getting a better treatment. Medicare and Medicaid also is for people that can't afford it, pregnant women. So Medicare, as we know in Australia, is completely different in America. The intended audience is anyone who requires Medicare and Medicaid services, or anyone who does research in the spending of national health insurance in America. The benefits could be finding a state that could assist you with better co-payments. The CDC could run health campaigns to target selected states to reduce the spending within these states. It highlights the benefits of Medicare and Medicaid service, lower cost treatment if a consumer moves states and have certain medical conditions. The visual encoder used. The dashboard encodes with the old Medicare theme color. The dashboard is green, and researchers show that green is a health color, so it doesn't really surprise me that the green has been used in this dashboard. There is a map of America that's broken into states using a saturated color based on the health indicating values. The map is ordered with quantitative data. This is ordered by the state by health indicating range. The dashboard has a tree map of the states giving states benefits in dollar amounts. The tree map have a diminish and one measure. The scatter is showing the distribution of the health indicator provided type, showing the average spend. So it's a scatter plot that has two dimensions, one of the dollar amount and the other one of the illness. So it shows the benefit. The layout has a geo map of America with filters below, with a scatter plot and matrix below. The real estate for the dashboard was taken up with the company design logo. The top left is where you'd place the most important part about the dashboard design. The significance of this is the focus of the company rather than the information they want the consumer to interact with. The format of the page displays the filters are in the middle of the page, which are drop-down filters. These interact with the three graphs. The tooltips are on all the interactive parts and give information regarding the dashboard. The consumer can hover over and get the information regarding the dashboard. The WHO symbol, when you hover over, gives information on how to use the dashboard, but does not state the purpose. When I first open the dashboard, you don't know where to start as your eyes are drawn to the top left corner. It shows three graphs, but no instructions have been placed to guide users' interaction when hovering over the tooltips. The dashboard does not have a workflow feel, as the information does not flow. For example, you can click on something on the top of the geomaps, and the tree and scatter plot don't respond to correlate the information. When changing the filter, you can create a story. Due to this, the cognitive overload can occur as you're selecting from the top graph, but it doesn't highlight any data below. By using other saturation, Gasalt's principles of similarity also gives information that does not create a very distinct visual. It would have been much better if they actually grouped the data and displayed it in four categorical colours. What are my recommendations for that? Hovering over the maps give information about the area that has been selected, and it pops up out at you when you hover over the top, but there's no other colour or interaction to better utilize that pop-up. It doesn't tell you if that's good, bad, or anything. So it'd be really good if it popped out and was indicated to tell you if this is a good health indicator value, which it doesn't. How it influences the user. The location of the filters are in the wrong position, making this dashboard difficult to navigate. The story doesn't start until you've selected the correct filters. It doesn't have an effective relationship between the data, as the interactivity is not connected when the user selects a state. Information is hard to navigate as you select each graph to get the information you require, so it's very hard for users to get the continuity between data sources. The overall effectiveness, in the top left corner of the dashboard, it shows the company logo, who made the dashboard, and below the sources used to create it. The advice is to hover over to get the instruction. It gives you a guide on how the dashboard works, but doesn't advise how the user on what they are looking for within the map. No tooltips are provided over the filters, so there is an expectation of known information regarding the health values. If you double click on the Who symbol, it just disappears and does not provide further instructions. The filters not adjust to give meaning to full data set. Suggestions. To create a more succinct flow of data, instructions on how the dashboard works and mission statements should be included. When clicking on the area, the map, the other graphs should change the same state, so it's easy to find and navigate you around the dashboard. The dashboard should provide a tooltip about the sources and how they've influenced the user. The map too should be relocated into the left-hand side with filters starting from the top. Changes should be made to the map in order to use the color hue as a categorical, as the saturated map really doesn't indicate anything and needs a better distinct between varying health indicators. Conclusion. The dashboard does not have a clear workflow. By providing clear instructions, the dashboard could create a better interface for users and provide a clarity between graphs. The dashboard would benefit by moving the filters to the top left corner and creating a workflow. The dashboard is overloading the user by not filtering through all the visualizations.